How you doing? Duff here. Happy President's Day. I have the good fortune of being a local government employee, so we get off President's Day as one of our holidays, which is kind of awesome. So I'm on my way to go for a ride, and I just thought I would talk about other stuff just to pass the time, make things a little bit different, you know, that kind of stuff. So last week, I think it was Sunday morning, I went out to the chicken coop to do my normal chicken cleanup activities, and was very sad to see that our one chicken, Peaches, was dead on the floor of the coop, unfortunately. And Peaches, actually, she is the chicken that I'm holding for the video that I did thanking everybody for 3,000 subscribers. She's the chicken I'm holding. That's Peaches. And she was always like a very inquisitive chicken. She was always very she was always the first one in line for everything. She wasn't scared of anything. She was very bold, and it was pretty sad to see that she died. And I actually have a security DVR in the coop, and I watched back the footage, and it looked like what happened was she was teetering on the perch. It was like at 3 in the morning. She started teetering back and forth and just lost her balance, fell backwards, and I'm pretty sure she broke her neck on the way down, unfortunately. That's kind of what it looked like. But she had been acting she'd been acting normal, except for at night she was separating herself from the other chickens. She was going over into the nesting box area instead of on the main perch with everybody else. So that was the only thing that struck me as odd about her behavior, because she had never done that before, and she started doing that for like the last month and a half, something like that. So I'm not sure if she was doing that because she was feeling unstable or something. She was having a hard time maybe holding on to the perch, which is possible, but which again, it made me feel guilty because I'm the one that would go out there every night and I would take her from the nesting box area and put her on the perch. So in a weird way, I feel guilty that if I would have just let her stay in the nesting boxes, she wouldn't have fallen and she'd still be here. But anyways, after that happened, the first thing that we did, I think that afternoon actually, or the next day, is we went and we cut the height of the perch down by about a foot. I took a whole foot off of the perch to so it's only, I don't know, 18 inches off the ground, maybe less than 2 feet. So hopefully, if we ever have an incident like this in the future where a chicken falls in the middle of the night, that the fall itself will not kill them. So that's the first thing I did. And then we buried Peaches on the side of the yard, and yeah, things seemed fine all week, except after I buried her, I put we have an old unused compost bin, and I moved it on top of the area where I buried Peaches, because I didn't want the chickens, nosing around there, digging there, because the soil was somewhat loose. So I just put the compost bin over there. And on Friday night, I was out walking Elsa, and I noticed that she was over by the chicken fence, right by where that compost bin was, just like staring at it. And I didn't think much of it. I thought maybe she's just smelling something, as the bird decomposes or whatever, she smells something. But the next morning, just for the hell of it, I walked over to the compost bin, because I just thought, I wonder what Elsa was doing. I lift the bin off the compost bin, and there is a huge pile of sand and a hole dug down into the ground. And I was a little bit flabbergasted. I wasn't sure how it happened, because at first it almost looked like the hole initiated from the ground and worked its way up. But it doesn't make any sense. So more than likely something got in there, although the only way they could have got in there is to crawl underneath the compost bin somehow, which I didn't see evidence of that, which was part of the reason that it was so strange. But anyways, yeah, I figured some predator, smelled the chicken and digging down there to try to get at it. So I backfilled it, and then in addition to backfilling it with dirt, I went and bought some sod and I covered it with sod. And I thought to myself, okay, well then that should be fine. You know, chicken's covered, sods there, should dissuade any further activity by predators. And lo and behold, the next morning, there's another pile of sand. And the predator, or whatever the hell it is, we think it's a possum in retrospect based on some of the stuff we saw, but whatever it was, just went in from the edge of the grass, dug under the grass, and dug back down to the same spot again. So I covered up again, pulled the grass back, filled the hole, and put the sod back in place. And then I put the lid to the compost bin over that area last night, thinking, okay, well maybe having a solid lid over it will be enough to dissuade this from going on, because it's kind of disturbing, as you can imagine. So of course I came out this morning and there still was another hole and another pile of sand, and it just went underneath everything and didn't care. So this time what I did was backfilled it, pulled the grass over it, and then I pulled our chicken tractor on top of it. Our chicken tractor has a solid wire mesh floor, so unless this predator comes underneath our fence, underneath the chicken tractor, it's not going to get to it, because it's not going to get through that mesh. So that's my latest chicken escapades. Like I said, it was bad enough to have Peaches die, and then to go through all this crap with something trying to get to her body is sort of depressing. Yeah, I probably buried her 1.5 to 2 feet deep, and I guess I should have gone further. I buried her further. Evidently, I didn't think we would have this sort of issues, but evidently we do. Let's see, other exciting stuff. I went for an eye exam on Saturday, and my distance vision has been getting progressively worse. I would say it probably started somewhere around when I was maybe 43, somewhere like that. I'm now 50, so I've been just putting it off for 7 years, more or less. I have this weird thing about my eyes. I can't put stuff in my eyes. I can't do contact. I would never be able to do contacts, but even eye drops are a challenge for me. So I just kept putting it off because, I could see the computer screen, which was the most important thing, since I deal with computers all day. So I just kept putting it off. But I finally went. I went to the optometrist that's at our local Costco, and lo and behold, the eye exam was not as horrible as I thought it would be. It was really not a big deal at all, and it just confirmed what I kind of already knew, that I'm nearsighted, and I now have a prescription for glasses to help me when I need to see distance. Like right now, if something's small in the TV, text is small in the TV, I have a hard time. Just really reading anything at a distance, I have a hard time. So it definitely will be different wearing glasses, but necessary. So yeah, talking about old people stuff, in addition to needing glasses, like I mentioned, I turned 50 recently, and with my insurance at work, there's an age-triggered requirement to get a colonoscopy at 50. So I just dropped off my prescription at Walgreens for the lovely product that you take prior to a colonoscopy that makes you sit in the toilet nonstop for 6 hours or whatever. So yeah, I can hardly wait for that. It's awesome. So yesterday I spent, I don't know, 2.5 hours, something like that. I washed all 3 vehicles, and while vehicles were sitting in the driveway waiting to get switched around after they were cleaned, freaking bird shit all over it. I cleaned a bunch of shit off my Tacoma, and now I just come to see that there's shit on the Prius as well. It's awesome. I don't know, did I mention I am actually going to go riding my wheels today? I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but I'm actually on my way to work. I have to do something real quickly at work that has to be done after hours, so I'm going to get that done. Head back to where I just came, pick up my prescription for colonoscopy, laxatives, and then I'm going to go ride. So yeah, all I got to do is install the surge protector. Has to be done off hours because these are our wide area network connections. So Yeah, it needs to be done when people aren't here. Alright, just need to make sure that the network is back online, everything is talking to each other. And it is. Mission accomplished. Alright, back out on the road. It's turning into an annoying day. Just got a call as I was leaving the office that my pool screen is now getting replaced today. When I contracted with them, they told me they were going to give me a couple days notice at least, so I kind of could plan for it, and instead they're giving me an hour's notice, which is awesome. So not going to be riding right now. Maybe later, we'll see. Hey, it's almost a week later, and I am at Ave Maria with Cindy, Katie, and Daniel. We haven't ridden together for a while, so yeah, here we are. Just saw our first gator at this pond right here. Yeah, so I got some big news at the end of this video. So stay tuned. They're adding on. Ave Maria is quiet as usual. Not sure if you can see this on the GoPro. There's two gators hanging out down there.
Like being a pool or the beach.
Say hi, Cindy.
Hi.
There's pretty flowers on that tree.
I know, it's an orchid. We used to have one at our house in
It's an
Miami.
orchid tree?
Yep, I love the orchid tree. Just leave it. I would love to give it. That'd be so cool. Whoa, whoa, look at you. Good game, kid.
So we're back in the back park area here. Just tooling around. No one's here. We just saw there's a cattle, a black cow, steer or whatever, just hanging out over here by the tree line. That's a first. I've not seen any cattle out here before. Sadie is sporting the selfie stick today. Very impressive.
Protection,
Yeah,
really.
it doubles as a weapon.
I like it. Let's see if there's some. No, it's fine.
Katie just had a wipeout, by the way. I wasn't rolling, but Katie was rolling. She was going fast, and I guess got some wobbles, and the wheel.
I got some serious speed wobbles.
She got serious speed wobbles. The wheel went flying.
And you can see the wobble.
The
the wheel's going.
yeah,
Like this.
the LED cover on the front came off and was flapping around, but I was able to snap it back on. So the wheel's okay. It's scraped up, but I think it's fine. Katie has skinned butt cheeks.
It literally pulled my shorts like
Because she went down on her rear end. It sounded painful. So the wheel looks like it's riding fine. Katie's wheel. Cindy and I are hoping that maybe it'll reinforce the need for safety gear, something that neither her or Daniel really wants to do, but maybe this will be a wake-up call. Maybe not. Alright, so we stopped at the local Publix here, so Cindy could help Katie wash up, and it looks like she has some stuff kind of ground into her skin, so we're going to be heading back to the car, and so Nurse Cindy can do some additional cleanup. Alright, so the riding portion of the video is pretty much done, but like I said, there's one more thing. Yep, that is an original full-size Segway i2. So of course you're wondering, well, what are you doing with a full-size Segway? Well, if I have the story straight, I got it from a friend of ours, and let's see, let me back up. Okay, supposedly the Segway was a gift that a former NFL quarterback gave to their linemen. He gave them all Segways. And I guess this lineman didn't have a use for it, but this lineman worked with a trainer who is the husband of the woman that gave us the Segway. The lineman decided he didn't want it, and he gave it to the trainer, said, "Here, I don't want it, you can have it." And evidently the trainer used it a couple times, and but otherwise it's pretty much just sat in his garage for 5 years, maybe something like that. From what I can determine, it was made in 2011. Yeah, so it has very low mileage on it, but the batteries are dead as a doornail. Alright, here's just one of them. It takes 2 batteries, and yeah, it's a good thing that I got the unit for free, because replacement batteries cost a fortune. If I would get new batteries from Segway, they would probably cost in the neighborhood of $2,000. If I got them rebuilt, like a refurbished pack, it'd probably be about $1,500. But I actually went on a Segway forum and found someone that had a set of used ones that I'm picking up for about $450. That should at least get me by for the short term, and hopefully help me get the unit back up and running. In addition to the batteries that I'm going to need, it also has a little thing called an info key that kind of looks like a little, almost like the face of a watch, of a digital watch, that is missing. I'm hoping that our friend that gave it to us will be able to locate that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to probably spend another $150 to $200 to get another info key as well. So that would be a bummer, but hopefully we can avoid that part of it. So yeah, look for the revival of the Segway i2 coming to the channel in the upcoming months. Should be an interesting project.
Good girls.
Good girls. So that's all I have for now. I know this video is a hodgepodge, and it actually took place over a week time period, but oh well. Something different. If you found this video interesting, please take a second and hit the like button. If it's your first time in the channel, please consider becoming a subscriber, and feel free to leave a comment below. Until next time, Duffman out.